All right, day two of these little dickheads. Get these guys all set up, get them started. Get some things happening. All right. That's good. All right, so yesterday I left off. I had just gotten. God, this is so loud. But, all right, we had just gotten yesterday everything set up. Let's, I'm gonna keep it a little bit more focused. All right. So, all right, there we go. Yesterday I got the hotel set up, and I've got people staying now. I need to get a military set, and I just got 29 dudes. 29 new little guys. So let's take a look. I forgot about that. I got so many of these dudes to assign to different things. Do I have anybody that's military? Any military skilled dwarves? Not really. There's a Swordsdorf. Yeah, I got a Swordsdorf out of this group. And a couple Marks dwarves. Okay, yeah, that's. I'll go with those guys then. So we got Mesthos Aludral. He's gonna be. How's his endurance isn't very high though. Um, good student. Not great with anything else though. Oh no, that's not my source store. This one. This one's actually got slow recuperation, almost no agility. We're not gonna go with that one this way. Yeah, fuck it. They'll figure it out. Maybe they'll get better at that whole agility thing while they attack things. So Ral Degladok. Cool. Alright, so So we're gonna start with that. Create a squad. We're gonna use metal armor and Ral Degladok. Maybe this one. It sounds right. The last names are always so weird. They don't always translate correctly. Okay. Oh, there's Baron in my fort now too. Oh, that's not good. He's gonna want all kinds of things. It's a wrestler. Ooh, a mace dwarf? But that's my weaponsmith. Definitely don't want to put my weaponsmith to this. Sending my weaponsmith out to die is probably not a great idea. There's a Gelder. Let's do that one. I'd like to get one more. At least one more person as my oppressor. Got a peasant, oppressor, trapper. Oppressor's probably a good idea. They're not going to be useful yet until I've got an actual So I've got a beekeeping colony set up, and I don't know whether I'm going. Well, I'm probably gonna have one set up later, but it's not useful right this second. Okay, so let's get to work. Get these guys on their feet. Okay, so I got all that. Oh yeah, I got a lot of new laborers to do stuff. I can have another hunter. I don't need you to be hunting. I don't need you to do that. None of those are good. Um, Might be good to have some more stone detailing and masons. You can start doing that. I do not need fish or dwarves because I don't think I even have enough fish in my areas, and without a fishing industry, it's not going to be worth it. They can live without fish. Oh, nice. So she's going to be hunting infant now. Cancels job. Looking for child. Looking for infant. First little girl born in the fortress. It's a wonderful day. Becoming a parent, such a marvelous gift. Oh shit. Let's see. Yeah, you can do some wood burning. You know what? You can do some milling. I don't need you to do pressing. Um, what else do we got? What else do we got? We can have a clear the air basically. Um, Probably gonna be good to get. Oh, this person's a leather worker and bone carve. I can get some bone carving and leather working done on that end. Anybody else got a cooking yet? We only got like two people that do cooking, brewing, so we can do another person to do that. We need lye making, potash making, wood burning. That's all good stuff to have. Some extra people that can do it. And some wood cutting. Take some bowyers and carpenters. We're gonna need all that put in. Let's see who else we got. You don't need to do that. Don't. Yeah, you can keep that up. Plants gathering, plant processing for you. So we have another farmer. Um, oh, we do have a. No, we don't have a beekeeper. This person's got a bunch of really good stuff, and he's got a high level mechanic skill. That's nice. Should get some bees. Mm, yeah, you can be my beekeeper. I would like a beekeeper. It's always good to have bees. Nothing can go wrong if you have bees. Um, Man, we got a lot of people who want to live here for the purpose of eradicating monsters. I mean, that's useful. And they're all staying in the hotel as well, so that's nice. Alright. So one of the things I need is charcoal again. I'm going to need like 10 more of those to start. I'm going to need to designate out some trees because I'm going to need some wood. Go. So we got 3 more trees cut down. I'm going to need more bedrooms too, so I'm going to need to dig out more bedrooms. There we go. Get this started. That one. All right. And so, I actually should just make another set of bedrooms, to be honest. So, get that started. cat that's climbing on a box. All right. That was interesting. Sometimes she falls into a box or something, and it's actually really funny, but that's not what she did today. She just had to be intelligent, not do that. She might grace me with her presence here. Ivy, I hear you. Yes, you are a pretty kitty. I might be able to actually get some more people on stone detailing as well. Especially if I don't have anything crazy going with. Ooh, Fey Mood. Nice. That's actually really good. Um, awesome. So we'll get that set up too, because that's usually a good sign. Let's see. What do you want? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Not cleaned the workshop yet. I don't see. That's not good. Build workshop. Do I have a leather work? I do not. So that's probably what they want. They probably want a leather working location. So let's go ahead and get one of those set. All right. Hopefully I've got hides to tan. Even if I don't, I think I picked up leather whenever the last set of peeps were in town. So that should help. Nice. Let's take a look at our stockpiles as well. We got 67 seeds. We got 88 drink, 118 plants. Brew. So let's get some more beer brewed up. Do I have another leather worker? I may not, and if that's the case, nobody may go to the thing to actually start the process, and that would be a problem that we need to get solved like now. Huh, this person's a bone carver as well. That's interesting. Let's see. That is my leather worker that is there, and they are in Fey Mood mode. So we're gonna need somebody who can build. I don't really care who it is though, because they're not gonna be my actual like person. Hell, they might be. I don't fucking know. All right, it's fine. This back to work. So now with that, we should have somebody come and work on that. Okay, so they're building that. Let's see, we should have our little exclamation point go to it. Yes! Okay, yeah, he's going to become a legendary leather worker. Awesome. And he's got the leather he needs. Incredible. That's actually really, really helpful. That's good timing. I would love a legendary leather worker. Good leather armors and stuff again. This could be like a leather low boot or something. It's fucking stupid. That's fine. I don't care. It's gonna make him a legendary leather worker, so that's worth it. Come on, give me the goods. So how's my planting going? Okay, so Doing really good on that end. I'm gonna need wood barrels. Let's get some more barrels set up. Apparently I'm kind of low on those right now. Oh, leather right mitten. Excellent. She wants it as an heirloom for her family ancestor. Well, you know what? Props to you. Thank you. I'll take it. A legendary leather mitten. An artifact mitten. Let's see. Can I think I can take a look at it too? Yeah, there we go. Let's see. It's fit for a dwarf. Yeah, I understand that part. Sleek kiwi leather right mitten. All craft dwarfship is of the highest quality. Decorated with kiwi leather. Hmm, pretty cool. All right. Well, congratulations. I'm proud of you. All right. Q, wood bed. Construct bed. A bunch of beds. Q, rock door. A bunch of those. Get that set. All right, and then build doors, and we're just gonna actually set this up in planning mode. Be a lot easier, and have to worry about trying to individually select all this. And that way, as this gets built, this gets done, so I don't have to think about it too much. And then beds, planning mode, 2, 3, 6, 7, 17, 18. Wow, that was pretty close to the amount that I needed. Nice. Alright, get you slackers to work. And the next question is, oh, god damn it. Oh yeah, she's a new parent. I forgot about that. You know, in hindsight, having my manager be a new parent is, oh, never mind, she's on top of it. Look at her. Got a new baby and everything, and she's just like kicking ass right now. A lot better than I am whenever like we had children. I love my babies. I love my twins, but they are a lot. Especially if you're trying to do like anything at any given time. They're too crazy. I even have their baby monitor in my pocket right now just to make sure in case they like wake up. And they're 2.5. They're like, especially my daughter. She's ridiculously crazy, and I love her. Love every bit of her, but she's insane. There's no baby gate that holds her anymore. I said I adore the crap out of that little girl. Man, she's crazy. All right, we got. Wish I could actually put those dudes into some kind of like unit, like a mercenary unit for myself, but can't do it. Can't do it. That's fine though. Making more barrels, making more booze. Doing good. We're gonna need more rock crafts too. Rock crafts. Always good to have more rock crafts being built. And we're gonna need some wood bolts. We're gonna need a wooden crossbows as well. I also need some stockpiles for weaponry. I need stockpiles for ammunition and armor. I actually expanded this thing out in an effort to find, in a failed effort actually, to find coal. But on the positive note, I do have the ability now to store some more stuff in here, so that'll be nice. Alright, so armor. We'll store the armor here. We'll store weapons here too. I know I could just put them all into like one stockpile, but I like to have them all different. Ammo. Cloth. And leather. That's helpful. That'll work. Back to work. You guys have plenty of work to do. 50 people in the fort, and all of them are working. Now, we're down to 4 idlers, 6 idlers. Yeah, they're not too bad. Working hard. Thickheads. I think it'd be a good idea to make some more mechanisms. Not 110, just 10 of them would be fine. Ooh, a masterpiece and a site door. It means I've got a legendary mason who's working on stuff right now. Who is my legendary mason? I got legendary miners. Let me read. No? Must have just been him. He might just be doing stuff at such a high level now that every so often it's masterwork. I think that's how that works. Still, that just increases the value of my fort. Also increases the chance that we get attacked. But you know, can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs, right? Summertime. Ugh, cheers. My dwarves are gonna get drunk. I'll drink a little bit too. Summertime. All right. Nice. I'm getting some work done in here. Stone is getting smoothed out. Probably gonna need to. I need to bump some stuff up a little bit. Get these guys working and other stuff. Do I have enough? Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at our stockpiles real quick. Bars. We've got 4 silver, 73 copper, and 10 charcoal. We're gonna need way more charcoal than that. It'd be a good idea to make ash as well. I got tons of wood, so might as well do that now when I have a chance. Can I get some more wood out of the way? I forget if that actually selected the right thing. Back to work. That's right. And I got tons of copper, so let's make some copper armor. So breastplates. We're gonna make 5 copper breastplates. For helmets. And we're gonna make some copper greaves. We're gonna need copper sword. Sword. 2 of those. Copper mace, 2 of those, and copper. Probably a good battle axe. Yeah, 2 of those. Sweet. So that way we can actually have some dwarves that are armed, and have way too much time on their hands, I'm sure. Oh, fuck. Well, that's not good. Um, that's not good. Oh, you know what? Let's get the yak cow put out to here. Oh, that's the new people that just came in. I didn't grab their animals and put them where they need to go. My bad. My bad, guys. My bad. Alright, put them in pasture, please. So they can eat. Getting a little hungry. Also, my farming needs to change a little bit as well. So, build plots. We need to move this over here to increase its height. We need to increase its width. That'll work. I don't care. I don't care if there's stuff there. Yeah, that'll work. Designated plants. We're gonna gather all the plants from here. The plant gatherers can work on that stuff. You dickheads start eating up. More food. What is our current drink stocks? Okay, so we got 129 drinks, 116 on seeds, only 6 meat left, 17 fish, 109 plants. What was the other 94? Okay, cool. So we got tons of prepared meals though. So that's good. That's actually really helpful. Prepared meals make it easy. Nice. So, construction's nearly done. Should be done now, right? Okay, cool. I can make sweet pods in the what's that? A is spring, so summer. We'll make kiwis. Fall. Put in pigtails, and winter. Just might as well upgrade helmets. Might as well use those at that point. All right, sweet. So that can work that way. Tons of things to work with. Brew for plants. Brewing. Barrels. We're gonna need more bins. Barrels, bins. Something else I need. I'll have to think about later. Actually, bone crafts. I don't know if we have enough bone for that, but we might. With my hunters doing what they're doing right now, they might actually have enough. My hunters have actually been pretty busy. Maybe they haven't been because my meat stockpile is pretty low, right? Oh, my meat's down to 0. So meat is a problem right now. I don't seem to have. I have a butcher. Yeah, I do. Butcher animal. I don't know. Yeah, there's no butchery. There's nothing that's available to be butchered. Do I have? Let's pull up my unit, not my units, my squads. Nope. Military. That's where it is. Actually, guys need to be on alerts. No. Inactive is here. Active training is here. Okay. Cool. So once you guys start working on that, I'll make you guys a training headquarters, which designated. You know what? We need to actually have that closer to the top because that way, if and when we get fucked up, I would rather my dwarves be available to fight like immediately. Okay. You guys can have a big ass place to live. So I want my military to be strong here. So we got a lot of goblins that live in the area, so I'm going to want as much as possible as far as that's concerned. There we go. We got dudes doing stuff now. We got things working. We got food being made. I still need to find some more food, some more animals to kill. So really just no like animals in the area? No, oh, Blue Jay Man and Blue Jay Woman. They've got to be in the fucking underground, right? Gotta be. There's no way that a Blue Jay Man and a Blue Jay Woman would be upstairs. That's Cap Hopper. Okay, so that's not. It's weird. Great. More slackers have arrived. How many? This is also a good chance of one with animals. Two. Jesus. Oh, okay, Damestone. That's actually not unexpected. I was kind of wondering if I was going to actually hit the aquifer that was over in this area, but I was hoping I could avoid it. Apparently I did not. That's fine though. I don't care about the aquifer so much. Come on. Finish it up, guys. That'll work. Yep, that'll work for me. Alright. So, silver weapon rack. One of those. Bed. Two more beds. No, I want a rock. Stands. I don't think I need anything for an archery target. I don't think I need to build anything for that one, but I'm not even worried about archery right this second. Which also reminds me, the reason why I even went to the military area in the first place was to double tap the ammunition side. Yeah, you guys can use all of that. Oh, and that reminds me too. Leather. Quivers. I love some quivers for my dudes. That'll help them a lot to keep arrows on stat or on target or on things. There we go. Nothing to catch in the northeastern swamps. That would be one. Oh, yeah, I guess that does make sense. I don't remember if I told you. I don't think I see anything in here, right? Ooh, what is that? Green tree frog. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not surprised there's nothing to catch. Oh, a horse foal as well. So if that's the case, we want to make sure that gets assigned to our area here before he gets starved to death. Yeah, calf, forced foal. Heat. Yeah, everything's fine. Care about the rest of that. Build weapons. Oh, build weapon. Honor. That's what it was. Insight weapon rack. Armor stand. I don't have any of those built yet. Build destruction. I would like a wall. And fortifications. Not you. Okay, that's what it was. And doors. Nice. Build beds. Nice. This. Let's make this into an entire barracks slash armory. Oh, nothing's been put in yet. Nice. All right. Or make this into a barracks slash armory. Assign room. Come on. Got ZTIQ. So now this is a barracks. ZTIQ. Build armor stands. Give my military dwarves a place to work from, a place to actually live. Masterpiece skunk leather quiver. Nice. There we go. See, making things happen. Still no meat and still no fish. Tons of plants, although not nearly as many as I'd like anymore. All right. Am I still in rock crafts? Okay, this guy is going. Old workshop. We're gonna need another craft store workshop. I'm like one going right now, so. A good idea to make an ashery, barrel with buckets. We're gonna need a jeweler's workshop, so I can cut jewels. More masons. Let's do this working. I don't think I need anything else right this second. Do I even have a jeweler? I don't think I made one, did I? I'll find out real quick. Probably did not make one. Which reminds me, is there anybody who is good at jeweling? That would be nice. Be nice to have gem cutting and gem setting. Anybody. Nobody. Nobody has skills in that regard. Okay. All right. Well. First of all, Doc here is going to be my medical dwarf. I forgot that I have a really good medical dwarf. He's also a fisherman. Although I feel like that overlap is more common than people think, weirdly enough. Yeah. There we go. Got that going for me. Approve. I'm gonna need to start making nobles' quarters. Fucking nobles. Because they're gonna get all pissy if I don't fucking give them a nice place to live. Fucking okay. All right. I'm gonna start working on this. My diggers aren't doing anything right this second anyway, so I might as well. They need like 5 by 8, 6 by 7. That should be fine. I don't like it to be uneven. One thing about Dwarf Fortress makes my ADHD like turn into fucking absolute like obsessive like compulsive. Everything has to be like even so, or else it gets irritating. All right, so they're gonna work on that. I'm gonna smooth out the stone once they're done with it. That way I've got a place for them to live. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Damn, we got a lot of good stuff now. Tetrahedrite's going. Got crowns, masterwork crowns now too. That's gonna be really good for trade. Oh fuck me! I forgot about the fucking elves. Did they come? Oh yeah, they did, and I didn't even talk to them. Fuck them. Fuck the elves. Fucking pointy-eared bastards. Yeah, there's a greater than zero chance that I get into a war with the elves at some point or another. So you usually accidentally like hand them a bucket or some shit like that that is made of wood, and they do not like that. Feel like I have murdered their like ancestor or some shit if I kill a tree. I didn't tell me this much, I think. 90 plants. All right, so our food is keeping up. JMQ rock hives. Let's get 3 more rock hives up and running. Because I would love to get an apiary up and running. Beekeeping. All right, now we're actually cooking some gas. Got things working, got things moving. All kinds of stuff happening now. How many stonecrafters do I have? I've got a few. All right. Oh, and I've got a legendary one too. That's nice. Why can I not set this one? 35 years old. Oh shit, there's a legendary bowyer here. That's nice. There we go. Wow. That was in our most recent like group of dudes. Don't need any of those. I don't need fisher dwarves. There's no fish available. Got tons of blacksmiths. That's fine. Everything else is good. All right, I guess stay on that. Copper greaves are made now too. So now we got all kinds of armor, weapons, and shit being made. Which reminds me, did my military actually like? Did I? Okay, so we got one mace dwarf, one axe dwarf, and one swords dwarf. That'll work. Okay, so we got enough peeps. They can train a little bit, work on stuff, figure their lines out. Cancel these designations because it's gonna bother me if I don't. Okay. Also reminds me I need to start finding out these doors. Bed. Let's start doing these bedrooms out. Do you need to make more wait, Ficod is just my leader. That's nice. Yeah, Mandel Baron. Yeah. All right. Ranger. Here. Hmm. Trapper and weaponsmith. Trader and militia commander. I think they already have a room. No, sir. Which reminds me, I do need to get a hospital up and running at some point here. Because at some point or another, my dudes are going to get into a fight. It'd be a good idea to make sure that they've got a place to go. Build beds. I am going to need more beds in the dormitory. Just that way we have plenty of beds running. Few extra beds, few extra dudes ready, few extra places to live. Which reminds me, I'm probably gonna need some more goblets. mug. Do I have any more? Oh no, I don't have crafts set up. Wow, bone stuff. Oh, I don't want this bone crafts. I've got enough bone to do that. We'll find out pretty quick though. Actually, tetrahedrite would be good too. Not cut it. Smelt it. I'll smelt 10 tetrahedrite, so I've got plenty of silver and copper. And instruments will be a big thing next too. I don't know if I have anybody who's. Do I have anybody who's actually got? Let's see. Anybody got something? Musicality. That's the one I want to know. We got some people who are actually pretty musically oriented. That being said, they're gonna need to actually be like decent at that stuff already. Schemers, tacticians, percussion. Oh, we actually got some musicians. We got a couple musicians actually, some newer ones too. Solon and Toulon. Let's see what their jobs are right now. Solon and Toulon. Well, neither of them. Oh, Toulon is my legendary bowyer. Crazy that he's actually a really good musician too, but that'll work. That's fine. Solon doesn't have anything special going on in his life, so he'll probably be my musician. Actually, let me go ahead and just do that now. Locations. Performers. Solon. Nice. Wait. Did I see something? Did I see something right? I think I saw it. I thought I saw something about Bard. Oh, it was because whenever I hit this, I saw Bard, and that made me think that I had an actual Bard in my group of peeps, but that is not the case here. And do I have a messenger? I don't have a messenger yet, so that would probably be a good idea to have, like, somebody just be my messenger. All you have to do is carry messages. I mean, it's not that hard. We need, like, leather bags, I think. Leather bag. Let's see on here. Oh, right in front of me. Get 5 leather bags. I think that should work. So we got so many seeds in here and in here. I got tons of barrels too, but why do I have like 2 barrels in this area? That should not be an issue, but whatever. I'll get some bags. Once I have some bags, it'll actually help it out a little bit. I should have tons of finished goods. Got tons of different things to sell. Nice. That should make that a lot easier. Yeah, clean it all up. Clean it all up. There we go. And then I think you can go downstairs and clean it. You're gonna go down here and clean it up too. Nice. So much better. So much cleaner. Always nice when it gets cleaned up. Another Mark's Dwarf visiting. What else we got going on today? What is my ammunition stockpile actually looking like? Drinks. I am going to need more alcohol. That's definitely going to be necessary. Ammunition. I've got shitloads of ammo. They're fine. They just need to go back and go get some more. Probably, well, the quiver's might run low. Which does remind me, I should probably double tap and make sure my quiver levels are good. Well, only 2 of them are being used. 9 of them are available. Okay. I don't know what the hell you're shooting at that you can't, like, keep that up, but whatever. Take a look at the animals. How many animals do I have? Actually, that reminds me. Build some doors so I can lock these. Because then I can actually I can grow the animals here into a little bit more. Build hide? No. Where is it? Hide. Alt H. It's not those weird alt ones. Up here. Put it on like close to the entrance so he doesn't go too far. And then cool. And we're going to remove the rock or the bone crafts. Because I don't care about that. So I don't want to get a job cancellation spam started. On this con. What is this more on here? Oh, there we go. Announcements. Oh, okay. Don't care about that as much. Gotta have some more, like. There's gotta be more animals in here, right? Units. Others. Where's some emu? Like 4 emu? Pretty sure the Aussies know that those things are way too crazy, but you know what? I'll send my dudes to go find them if they can find them. Masterpiece mugs. Man, doing good. So the question is, when does the other shoe drop? Because it's gonna happen sometime soon, I would assume. What is my bar status at? I got tons of copper, tons of charcoal, some ash as well, so I can make lye at this point. That would be nice. Is that way I can make some soap? Do I have any tallow? That's a real question. I think it's globs. Yeah, it's globs. Yeah, I got 18 tallow. Nice. I don't want my kitchen to cook tallow. That does remind me. I do need to turn that off now before that becomes a problem. Category. Yeah, do not cook tallow. Please. Oh, fucking God, don't do that one. I need soap. Because the other thing I wanted to get set up and started was my hospital. That reminds me of that. Because tallow is actually useful. Also, hello. Welcome to this. But you don't want to cook tallow because tallow is actually useful. If you have lye and you have tallow, you can actually get a soap making industry set up. And soap is really, really useful, especially once like combat starts. At some point or another, somebody's going to attack me, and people are going to get like hurt and like injured. There's going to be blood and all that good stuff happening. So if I cook the tallow, I'm not going to be able to make soap, and soap helps to decrease the chances of like a lethal infection killing off one of my dwarves. Um, yeah, it's yeah, those are like the little things that get you, especially whenever like you first start ever playing. Like my first fortresses, like the amount of infections that killed off my dwarves is absolutely ridiculous. So you gotta, yeah, those are like the little things. But that's why I don't want to cook tallow because I've only got 18 of it, and if I start cooking that, they're going, or if I start cooking meals and they start using tallow as like a ingredient in the meals, it's only going to make things. Well, I'm going to run out of tallow, and then yeah, like I've got eggs and stuff as well that they can cook. I've got, I've also got alcohol. Like I don't want to cook alcohol. You don't want to cook plants. Um, Plants, if you cook them, they don't give you seeds. If they just eat like plants directly, you get the seeds from the plants. How I don't know, but if they cook the plants, you don't get the seeds from it. So you don't want that to happen either. Um, Elevate this land in the eyes of the realm, huh? There's much to share. Awesome. Let's see. I could still use some more leather. I'll just toss some random leathers inside of here. We're gonna need cloth, crafts, Sony wood. There's probably some metals that I'm going to need. Oh, gee. I mean, everyone's got their way, right? Gotta leave food out there for the other animals, right? Oh, shit. Yes, you definitely. That's a very dwarfy way of doing things. I agree. Oh, made my night. Yeah, I don't cook tallow just for that exact reason because I don't want to leave my doors out. I've already and I'm so cautious about not getting them like injured or killed too. It's just because like, and there's not even like there's not a tower in this anywhere near me here, but I get so nervous that there's gonna be like another fucking necromancer that comes and just absolutely wrecks my shop. So I'm so cautious about that anymore. Let's see. Don't need that. 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 I do need some meats. Definitely gonna be a useful thing. Wombat sweetbread. Some of these things just sound so terrible, but that's okay. Dwarves like it, so it doesn't matter. Barrels. Uh, Definitely gonna need some sand, some glass, just to be safe, just in case I get moods, moody dwarves or terrible dwarves. I think that should be good. Because I don't really need a whole heck of a lot. That's fine. And they want. Wow, they're still paying a lot for handwear. Like handwear, like gloves. That's what they need is gloves. Okay, they're paying 205% for gloves. Hey, I appreciate the follow. Um, Sheets. So they want to write books, I guess. Cool. I'm down for it. All right, let's get some. Let's buy some stuff. Let's see what we got. Some yummies. We don't need that yet. So we get the goods there first. So let's get all these. You just saw the. See, I sell crafts. I just like because I've always got so much extra stone. Um, well, maybe foot too. I mean, if there's pieces of foot or whatever laying around and you get to cook them, like whatever, right? Um, no, I do a lot of crafts. So like I usually get like quite a few craft stores up and running. Because like for whatever reason they always pay like top dollar for whatever the crafts are. It doesn't even matter if they can need any of it. Like they'll still pay top dollar for it, and I can get rid of a ton of rocks because that way it makes my fortress look a little less cluttered. Um, but so that's what I usually do personally. Yeah, and then I run like a couple like wheelbarrows just to kind of keep all my rocks in like one location, so they can just kind of keep always making them. And usually, I by some point inside there, I get a um, legendary craft rock crafter or stone crafter. And at that point, like you're making legendary or masterwork crafts. Oh, really? I usually, I very rarely embark on a place that doesn't have a ton of stone. Like stone is one of those weird ones. Like I try to make sure there's like a ton of stone. Um, yeah, that's my that's the way I usually kind of run this, and then that way I don't have to worry because like the problem with like well I guess prepared food you wouldn't have the same problem of like accidentally selling elves something made of wood. Um, which I've done a few times accidentally. Sometimes I just do it just to piss them off, but I mean, then you've got to have to fight the elves one of these days whenever they come and attack you for being dickheads. So it's just one of those things. But usually I have so much stone like laying around. I usually try to get all of it like turned into something so that it's at least like useful to me. I make like a couple bars out of it too, just to like just so I have it. But oh wow, see, I've never done like you're talking about like making towers like above ground where you're not like digging under the earth. See, I would love to do. I might have to do a force it, but my wood is never. Yeah, yeah. Like I've never built one like upward. Like I've never built into the sky. I've only built like underground and gone like deeper and deeper, but I've never gone up. That's so cool. I know that that's something I'm gonna have to actually like do on one of these playthroughs. Like I would love to do something like that. Um, I've done like I've done like the crazy ones where you're like in the evil biomes and stuff where like it's raining like blood and mucus on you and stuff and ridiculous and that kills you off pretty quickly. I've done like some of them like magma ones, but I've never done one where I've actually like just stayed out of the ground. Like that's actually really cool. Um, you just build up walls? Is that what all you're doing with that? Like you have to have like a mine obviously, and then you just build up walls. Ooh, ooh. I towers get me. I had I had one of the dumbest like fights. What? Oh fuck. Oh, I got elected. I've got a mayor now apparently. I had one of the craziest fights. I didn't know what a tower was. Like back at the beginning, like the first time I ever like did the first time I whenever I was like early into the game and stuff like that. I didn't know what a tower was, and the dumbest things happened. I had a really nice fishing industry, and they were getting like mussels, like clams from a nearby stream. Is it okay? Oh jeez. Yeah, I had that happen. So like I had this really nice fortress underground and everything. Everything was going great. I didn't know what was going on, and then all of a sudden, like all the mussels, like that I had been like fishing up for like maybe like close to like half a year, maybe a year, just like came back to life, and they were all attacking. Now my dwarves were doing just fine. Like they because mussels do like almost no damage, so it was they were doing great. In fact, all my dwarves became like legendary like warriors like so quickly. It was amazing. I was so pumped. And then one of them got injured and lost a hand. And the hand was a legendary zombie that came back and started killing my dwarves, which became legendary. And then my other dwarves carried the bodies back into the fort where they got resurrected inside there, and it was a bloodbath. I mean, I was like, holy hell, this did not go well. Like, apparently there were two necromancers because one of them came in, and like, because they're invisible, so they snuck into my thing and they got killed by a. Oh Jesus, those armadillos are hard, man. Especially armadillo man. You gotta be careful of that. But they like one of the necromancers got killed by my traps, so it was really nice because like I went through the legends afterward to kind of like see what happened, and like one of the necromancers died, but the other one did not, and it did not go well. But I gotta do this trade. I forgot. I've been sitting here talking, but I'm gonna have to do. Yeah, peaked it. Lapel. Also, hello again. I recognize you from last time. I'm gonna actually have to do that next time, or one of these times here soon. Like do a do an outdoor build because that's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, this game has so much detail to it. It's just so much fun because of how much detail there is. There's all kinds of crazy shit that can happen. Like, oh, that's a legendary thing. Yeah, I don't think I can sell that. I think that my dwarf will lose her fucking mind if I sell that. Oh shit. There's just so much, like so many little things you have to think about. Um, don't trade that. I want the rope. That's the only problem with putting the finished goods all into one bin is that like you can't just like do bins. God damn it. No, I don't want the quiver or the nest box. God damn it, I forgot to even read what I was looking at. Everything else is fine. No quivers. Figurine. A figurine of my like mayor. Oh, jeez. I'm telling you, like, I don't know how they put some of these things in here, but they've got some interesting like going into legends is really interesting. That's why I actually like doing like usually like a couple like fortress builds, and then after I get obviously once the fun stuff takes me down, I usually like to go and do adventure modes as well, just to kind of like go around the world and see like what all's been going on in those years. There's usually something interesting stuff that has occurred while I was even like just kind of doing my thing. Quivers. As I said, there's just and the fact that like I'm really excited for this because like obviously they're somebody's been talking about or working on like getting this game put into Steam. so that people can like other people can play it and stuff. Which I mean, obviously, like right now it's still in its infancy, even though it's been around for like 15 years, 20 years at this point. But I would love for like, there's just it's so hard, but it's so much fun. I would love to see like, and I would love to see the Adams brothers like get like the credit they actually deserve for this game, because this is ridiculous. And I think like everybody at this point has some entertaining story of something that's going on in their world. I think more so than almost any other game that I've ever seen. I don't think I can sell that. I think that's the legendary mitten. Okay. Scepter, rabbits, doors, scepter. Okay, so I got a shitload of money. Nice. Let's do this. We're gonna get some glass. Always a good idea to get some glass, some clay. I don't really need wood, but I don't have to go and cut it down myself, so, and it'll take up some of my money. All right, we got rope. Not 17,000 for or 1,700 for a rope. Trying to jack the prices up, man. All right. What else we got? What else we got? Water skins, flasks, probably decent to have. Get some of these toys, just because I've got so many children around. Always a good idea to have some toys for them. There's a llama and alpaca. Honeybee venom. Interesting. Horse's milk, which can be cooked. I think you can even cook the honeybee venom, to be honest. I get some rum, wine, cave spider venom. I have to remember. There's some of these things that are, like I haven't seen before because I didn't know you could actually like get like venom from anything. It's been a minute since I've played a lot, so okay. Some things have changed pretty heavily. 220 for that. That's fine. I'll take that. Copper spear. Could always use spears. Donkey leather. Gotta be careful. 71 for a sock. Okay, fine. Okay. I don't know. I'm sure there's a dwarf that needs a sock. I'll get a couple shields, bucklers, just for my military, because at some point or another, I'm gonna get attacked. Okay, let's see. Some leather, some cloth. Oh yeah, double cup swan, plump helmet swan, pigtail seeds, cave wheat seeds. What am I at with my? Okay, it's got 1,500. So I'm not gonna be able to get a whole heck of a lot more. Oh, like letting the world generate instead of like the 15 days, where it generates for that 15 days, like generates for the full year. Um, just let everything kind of happen in the area because it doesn't really like obviously whenever it gets first like set up, it doesn't do that. Um, because really it only does like historical figures and stuff like that whenever you kind of do your first setup, if I remember right. But I don't think it changes like the direct like embark sites. That's 15 days. Okay, yeah. So rather than that, you would have a full year where like things like lived on your map essentially, and then your dwarves like came into it. That would be interesting. That has to be set somewhere within the code. Then it's got to be locally set somewhere. I would have to assume because it's always 15 days. Like there's nothing like there's no like change of that. I can't imagine it wouldn't be. Ooh, iron anvils. There we go. Oh, that's gonna be cutting it close, and I haven't even grabbed food. Is it okay? That makes sense. I mean, that's I'm yeah. DF hack is so nice. I mean, the entire lazy noob pack is actually an amazing like setup. I absolutely use the lazy noob pack. I'm a lazy noob, so I don't care. It makes it so easy to set everything up, and I don't have to think about it too much. Shout out to what is it? Paradexis Errant. Been maintaining that for like a decade now. Lazy Nude Pack is my jam. That's the way I make sure it all works. Splints. Always good to have those. Crutches, because I'm sure I'm going to have a dwarf get injured. Hmm. Codexes. Parchments. Okay. I can get rid of some of the stuff I don't need. This stuff costs money, and I don't need the wood. Let's see. Hi, gorgeous. How are you? Heading to bed? Yep. I will be soon. It is. I'm just finishing out a trade real quick on Dwarf Fortress. I'm finishing out my trade. I know. Dwarfs are dwarfs. Mm-hmm. Oh, because you could possibly get necromancers or more necromancers in that way. Like they would obviously get more kills, so you'd have more zombies on the map, right? Those two. I think that should be all right. He's getting a 25% profit. I hope he accepts. Very happy. Okay, cool. Yeah, I missed out a little bit, but not very much. That's fine. Okay, get rid of all that. But man, I did not get attacked tonight. A little disappointed. Kind of like how you can. I think there was somebody who did that where they got like a fortress full of like vampires or something. Like, oh Jesus, just let it go and see what happens in the course of 1 year. Destroys the entirety of the world. Great idea. I'm down. All right. No, not infinite. Jesus Christ, that would not be good. Wood buckets. I figured somebody would get injured at some point or another. I need to designate some trees to get felled. I think is solid. Would you have to at that point you would have to like find like a book that teaches the secrets of the living and the dead, right? Or secrets of life and death. So you just have to go and like find one of those books. You probably have to. What is going on? Do I have more migrants, or do I have? Yeah. So, oh man, I can't imagine. Well, I guess if you have a short enough generation, then you could probably get one where it's somewhere. But then you wouldn't you have to go like find it? Some migrants. Okay, cool. Migrants are fine. I don't care about migrants. I was worried that I was about to get like an ambush or an attack or something, and I was going to be completely unready. I'm not completely unready. I actually have everything set, but still. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yep. Ranger Guild has been established. Nice. I guess if they don't read it, eventually one of your necromancers is going to summon zombies who do not do very well with non, you know, non necromancers, non dead. um, things. So one way or another, it'll solve that problem would solve itself. Either they're gonna read their books or they're not gonna make it very long here for it, will they? God damn it! I have another Fisher Dwarf. I don't want Fisher Dwarfs because there's nothing to catch, and I don't want to watch that spam happen every 5 minutes. Oh, I need to change that all in Dwarf Therapist, but I need to go to bed. It's about time for going to sleep. My children will be up in a few hours, and I'm gonna have to deal with that. So I'm gonna need at least some level of sleep. But I have really enjoyed having y'all in my stream of this. Um, at some point or another, this stuff will go insane, but for the moment, apparently, I've got the nicest neighbors for goblins for the moment, who haven't declared war on me quite yet. So yeah, I'm sure that's around the fucking corner, but you know how it goes. But I appreciate all y'all, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. Get it all set, and hopefully do a little bit more tomorrow night. Yeah, I I agree. She's very important. I love her to death. She's amazing. But we need, yeah, she wants to go to bed, and so do I. So y'all have a good night. I appreciate it. Take care.